Good to go?
Yep.
Let's hit him with the clap. 1, 2, 3.
Just knock the camera
fuck.
out of sight.
Did I really?
Yeah, you got to go back some. A little bit more. That's good. I know it didn't move that second time.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You know, I could loosen up this little nodule right here and just...
I'm going to loosen
You want me to
up
loosen up that nodule?
Nope, you're good. I'm going to loosen up your nodule.
She got me, brothers.
Roasted.
Boom. Shika, shika, shika. Morning edition. The airplane going above the highway looks like it's an airplane. Still flying today, so things are looking pretty good for our airplane.
Stan, that's a helicopter.
Things are looking pretty good for our helicopter.
That's why they call it the weathercopter. Stan Lee.
Well, listen, if you guys treated me with respect like Johnny Rollins gets treated in his town, you know, I'm over here in buttfuck Ohio getting treated like a little piece of shit. And all I'm doing, I'm just the guy that communicates with the man in the copter.
Yeah, you should know that it's a copter. The man's safety is in your hands.
I was just trying to give him a little bit of respect, call it an airplane, you know, commercial airplane.
So you're saying that a helicopter's pilot's not as good as a commercial airplane pilot?
How many helicopter crashes you know of? A lot.
A lot.
How many airplane crashes? A few.
Many.
I'm just there for, I mean, to be honest, if I worked on an airplane, I'd just be there for the peanuts and the beverages.
Yeah,
So
you get
maybe I'd hit on people every now and then, you know.
you get 2 swallows of a drink on an airplane.
I'd ask for extra. You ever ask for extra on an airplane?
No,
You
because I don't want them to.
Fuck me. Did I
don't-
move it bad?
It's fine.
Okay.
Because they're already judging me because I'm a fat woman on an airplane. It's like, oh, do you think you need an extra Lorna Doone cookie?
Do you think that you're... yeah, that's true. I guess.
Oh, and they always ask me.
Maybe they're
and I
not,
act like
though.
I'm
Maybe
asleep.
they're not judging you, and they're just trying to see if you wanted some extra snacks. There's been a couple times where I'm like, yo, could I get an extra pretzel? You know, one time I did an international flight. I was like, I'd like another full entree.
Where did you go, Russia?
Hungry. Russia.
What'd you eat, the fish?
Yeah, I ate fish that was microwaved on an airplane. I was like, yeah, I'll have my tuna medium rare on an international flight.
And they
No.
said, are you tuna D-bowl?
And then I punched them square in their forehead. I'm going to be honest, flying internationally was scary because, like, I got drunk because I was a little scared. And it was free booze, the whole deal. And everybody gets a little TV right in front of them. But it's like you're on your 10th hour of flying already. So, like, your pussy is rank. And when I say rank, I'm talking, you know, like you can almost smell it through your pants. You ever had that kind of?
That's all the time.
Yeah. You got bacterial vaginosis and you need to get it checked out, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Have you had bacterial vaginosis?
I probably have it now. Who knows?
Well, I've had it.
I'm not going to the pussy doctor.
When I had it at a point in my life when I was in rehab, and me and this girl did a contest of
Who had the stinkiest pussy?
pretty much, we were like, who cannot shower the longest? And I worked in an office at a law firm at the time. So I was rolling into this place 8
Stanky.
days deep of no shower, stinkiest pussy in town. And the rehab, we were always outside, sitting around with our legs open, smoking cigs, drinking Red Bulls, doing the deal, just trying to let go and let God. Just one day at a time.
Right.
Put the jug in the plug and keep coming back. It works if you work it.
Put the jug in the plug. What does that mean?
Ah, fuck. Put the plug in the jug.
Like the
Bobby Jaycox is calling me. Should we have a conversation with him on the podcast?
Bobby the Bone Man's?
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what he's got. Bobby, you're live on the podcast. Don't say anything fucked up. Yeah. No, I just wanted to answer. I didn't want you to think I was ignoring you.
what fucked up thing do you want me to say? Do you want me to talk about my childhood? Do you want me to talk about the time I threw up in my mouth and I could have spit it out, but I just decided to swallow it anyways? Do you want to...
I want to talk about the bath that you and your family had to take over and over again.
So when I was a kid, when I was a little young lad, my dad was the first person to take a bath, and then he would take a bath, and then my mom would take a bath in the same bath water. Sometimes she would throw a little hot water on top of it because, you know, she is the woman of the house. And then I would take a bath in whatever filth they had left for me. You know, it was very much like we were pilgrims.
So it was like stagnant water by the time you were getting in. You know, when you like see a pothole that has some leftover water and there's a film.
Like there was a lot of oil slicks on top. Like there's a lot of water was like shimmering on the top because of the oil.
There was like a huge shit stain on the bottom of the tub.
There was always this like big black stain on the tub that I was like, what is that? Like what is that stain from? Why is there a black stain? That's really funny. It was like this black smeared shit stain.
Magic erasers.
So imagine taking like a dirty tub water bath and not knowing the number for child services. Like imagine like getting out, like being cold. And then the worst part was when I would get out of the tub is I would be like, my dad would like use a towel and then drape it over like a banister. Like that's going to dry it out like in the and then like my mom would dry off with that. And I didn't know, like people always talk about being poor growing up. And I was like, I don't think we were that poor. And then I remember telling a comedian that story. He's like, Bobby, that's terrible. That's like unacceptable behavior. And I was like, no, it's like, you know, saving bath water. So anyway.
And everybody used the towel draped over the banister. Like it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. So the fourth person, which is obviously the youngest, your brother Joey, would use it and straight up smell like mildew for 2 weeks.
We're like, why isn't Joey getting taller? You're like, it's because he's sick. It's because he's ill.
Joey's fucking stunted growth because he used the mildew towel for too long.
Oh man, that's not true. He's actually taller than all of us. So what?
And he's got a bigger dick.
He's got a huge dick. It's insane. I like how you said, don't say anything fucked up on the podcast. I'm like, have you heard your podcast? Like, how much worse is Bobby Jaycox than the Slop City podcast? But they're like, all right, Bobby, make sure you don't say anything crazy.
Bobby the Bone Man.
Yeah. All right. I love you guys. Have a good rest of your podcast.
Okay. Love you. What were you calling about?
I was trying to see what dress you're wearing at the wedding tonight, so I didn't wear the same one.
Remember that time we both showed up at that wedding and I met Danielle for the first time? Oh, no, it wasn't Danielle. It was your ex-girlfriend, Kayla, and I was dressed like an escort.
Yes, I do. You go, so we're in a church. I hope I'm not taking up too much time. I'll tell this.
No, please. Quick. It's fun. Who gives a shit? You're a bit on the podcast, Bobby the Bone Man Jaycox. So,
Bone Man Jaycox here to talk about the time. Yeah, Tina. So you walked into the church. We were at a wedding, and me and Kayla were sitting there, and you guys had walked in, and it was like literally like I think I remember you like slamming the church door too. Like I remember like everyone turning around and seeing you like walk in. I was like, Jesus, you're late, and like. Rafe is behind you, and he's, like, rolling his eyes like, women, you can't lift with them, you can't lift without them. I lift things with both of us. So you walk in, and I remember you come down the pew, and I was like, I'm ready to be, like, professional because I'm in a suit. I'm like, Kayla, this is Tina, this is Kayla. And you're like, oh, my God, my knees are so banged up. I freaking fell on the ground the other day. You go, do I look like an escort? And then, like, as Kayla was trying to answer that one question, do I look like an escort? You didn't even give her a chance, and you go, do you believe in God? And we're in church, and you go, do you believe in God? And she goes, and she was from Nashville, so she kind of had an accent. She goes, I don't know, maybe. And you were like, oh my God, I don't know. And then they're like, we're gathered here today. And then the wedding started. But yeah, you were like, do I look like an escort? Do I look like Pretty Woman?
And then I bitch slapped Kayla when she was like, maybe.
Yeah. You're like, he's not real. And then you yelled that to everyone in the church. You're like, he's not real. This whole thing's a sham.
And they were like, could somebody please get this hooker out of here?
And then they took you out of here instead. And you're like, no, I'm not a hooker.
I'm like in the back of the fucking church asking for $6 blowjobs. Smoking.
The guys are like, well, I was going to give the money to the church anyways. At least this is more like a direct deposit, I guess.
Whose wedding was that?
Whose was that, Bobby? Was it Andy Kulishevsky's?
Yeah, that was Andy's wedding. Yeah, that was a dude. We had a really fun time. I remember we all stayed super late. We stayed for like a really long time. I remember that was the first time I saw Rafe dance, because Rafe is like always blows everyone's mind because he'll always know how to do something that we didn't know. He seems like a guy at a wedding who just sits down and eats steak and just like shakes everyone's hand. But it doesn't he?
Holy fucking shit.
He does. Doesn't he seem like a guy like everyone comes over to like Godfather?
He's just eating steak throughout the entire night. We're talking like 4 hours. He's just cutting off pieces of a steak.
He walks up to the buffet and just skips everything and just puts as much steaks on his plate. And when he's done, they like bring more over to them. They're like, "Thank you for being at our wedding. We have some leftover steak if you'd like something."
Bobby's on fire.
Oh my God.
Holy shit.
Just imagining like an attack. Okay. Can you hear me on this? Yeah. Hold on. Oh, wait. It did. No, it's good now. Fuck. Sorry, the fucking sound fucked up. But I can just like imagine this. I love it when you laugh this hard. It's the funniest thing in the world.
I'm literally crying right now.
Well, I'm just thinking about like an Italian mob guy sitting down and he's like got a Derringer like in his coat pocket and he's like shaking everybody's hand as they walk by at the wedding, and like he's not even related to the family by blood, but he's like, "You're a lucky man," you know, and like
he's so like drunk from like too many steaks that he like left his Derringer on the table and like fell asleep underneath the table like when, like a little kid like falls asleep, like he lays on your lap and you're like, he's sleepy. He had 60 steaks before we left.
Oh my God. Okay, so that was the first time you'd ever seen Rafe dance.
Yeah, that was the first time I'd ever seen Rafe dance, and I didn't know, like, Rafe, like, he's always, like, he's full of surprises. He's like, you guys have all been, like, my best friends. I feel like we've all been family for, like, so long, but, like, seeing Rafe cut a rug, he didn't look like a guy who's like, Tina wants to dance. Like, he looked like a guy that was like, we both want to dance, and dude, he can rip. He can like really tear it up on the like dance floor. Like, 'cause I remember that was like one of the first like weddings I took Kayla to, and like Rafe starts dancing, and I was gonna try to be cool, like, nah, I don't really want to dance. And then I was like, well, if Rafe's having a good time, I got boogie fever. And I remember we went out on the dance floor and we danced the night away, baby.
You and Kayla are dancing, but your suit's like way too big for you.
That was the suit I bought when I was fat, and I remember like I lost weight, but I didn't have any money because I was in a new relationship, so I'm spending it on Ponderosa or whatever you spend money. Like,
and you're like wearing this big suit, shaking everybody's hand, and nobody's taking you seriously.
Before I shake their hand, I have to like find my hands way out of like the sleeve.
You're like moving, you like have your hand up, like trying to like find the bottom of it and scrunch it down. It's like when you're wearing a long sleeve shirt and you're prepping up meat for grilling at home and you're like, oh fuck, I gotta use my meat hands and pull it down.
I literally like get on Kayla's shoulders because we look like I'm like an infant, like I'm like a child who's like trying to like go around in a big coat. I'm like, 40 steaks for me, mister.
Watch out for rattlesnakes.
Watch out for rattlesnakes. Oh my God.
Fuck.
All right. Well, I love you guys. I've taken up too much time on the slop city.
Nah, you're fine. We're glad to have you. That was fucking hilarious.
Love you.
Oh my God. I love you guys. I love
See
you
you in a
Randy.
little bit.
I love you, Libby. I love you,
Love
Tina.
you.
I love you all.
Bye.
Bye.
His name's Randy.
That's what I said. I said Landy.
Okay, love you. Bye.
I have
Holy
got to know how
shit.
Rafe dances.
Bobby the Bone Man Jaycox, man. He was on fire for real.
He was nonstop.
That was just unbelievable.
It's like somebody put the sign up that said on air and he just went to town.
Bobby just texted me and goes, I said Randy. Yeah, we'll kick your ass, Bobby.
I want to know how he dances.
Rafe, I honestly don't remember. And then Bobby just goes, did you think I said Andy? Because I fucking didn't. I'm like, I don't, calm down. No. I'm going to be honest, I don't really like remember how Rafe dances. It's been so long, we just been cooped up in the house for, we ain't gone out for a nice dinner in quite some time. And you know me, I love to just be eating dinner in the middle of it and get up and boogie.
Well, if you want to eat dinner anywhere, you can go out to St. Charles because they are
Open for business.
open for biz.
No.
When I went to Kohl's out there yesterday, I was sitting in my car for a while because that's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And some people next to me got out of their car and then came back almost immediately. And they're like, yeah, that's why I like St. Charles, though, because you don't have to wear a mask. Well, you did have to wear a mask in the Kohl's, and they were pissed. So they were pissed.
I'm done arguing with people about this kind of stuff. When I'm in a restaurant or whatever, like I saw somebody yesterday, I was like walking into fucking Aldi, and there was a security guard at the Aldi, the one right up the street off Gravoy, and this little gal was trying to walk in without a mask, and she was like, you have to have a mask on. And the girl was like, and took her quarter out of that cart so quick. You wouldn't even believe it.
Wow, our Aldi won't let you put quarters in right now.
They weren't for a while, but now they are. They just don't care anymore.
Of course, I haven't been to Aldi since the incident, so.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Because you're scared.
I'm scared, and I've been getting a lot of
Hate mail from Aldi.
Target groceries, and I'll just pick them up.
I will. So for a while, I did the Target grocery thing. I did. And why I did this was because the Target I'm at is in the city. So, it's like a poorer income area. And I'm poor, just to let everyone know. But
Okay.
they had grass-fed beef or whatever with a sticker on it for $3 off. So I would be taking pictures of when that meat's going to expire and be rolling up to Target around that time and getting this cheap meat because...
So you were keeping track of it?
Oh, yeah, I was keeping track of it.
Wow.
So, but what I'm saying is there's some stuff at Target that I get a bit worried about. I'm like, it doesn't seem as fresh because their main focus isn't groceries, okay?
Right.
It's like if you, you go to a place that's primarily like a steak place, and then you're like, could I get a burrito? And they're like, we don't really do that here. And then they try to make you a burrito, but it's not good.
I got an English cucumber from Target, and it was about this long.
Is that a seedless one?
I don't know.
There ain't nothing like a seedless cucumber.
What's wrong with the seeds?
Nothing. I just like the seedless ones. They're always crisper and longer.
Crisper.
They're much crisper. I'm telling you. But you know what bothers me about those? Those big. I got a seedless cucumber yesterday at Aldi, 99 cents for one of those big kahunas, And they wrap them in plastic. I'm like, why? Why are you wrapping this in plastic? It's a waste. You're just wasting
my cucumber.
It's just upsetting.
Well, I haven't even eaten my cucumber yet because all my salads have been taco salads. And I'm like, I'm not going to put a cucumber in a taco salad. I don't know why.
I do get what you're saying, but I'm not against it. I've had me a little taco salad and I add in some chopped cucumber. But you're right. It does kind of fuck with the feng shui of the taco salad.
And all a taco salad is a salad with meat on it.
Well, no.
That's all my taco salad
So
is.
let's what do you got in your taco salad? Give me the
Meat that has taco seasoning on it, lettuce, cheese, and red onion.
no tomatoes,
I'm trying to stay away from tomatoes because they're
acidic.
in the Nightshade family, I think.
I'm
And
sorry, what?
maybe they're not in the Nightshade family, but they're in a
Night-
family that causes a lot of inflammation with
Oh,
people
yeah.
like me.
Okay, because I'm sorry, it's called Nightshade.
Nightshades are like potatoes.
Nightshade. Fighter of the Nightshade.
Nightshade. Nightshade.
Master of karate and friendship for everyone.
Well, in the olden days, I'm talking 1400s, wasn't Nightshade like a poison?
Why you asking me? You're the elderly one.
You like time travel. I thought maybe you had traveled to.
Say that again. I kind of zoned off thinking about time travel. I got scared.
There's like thing called deadly nightshade, and it's
So that's when somebody.
it's an herb or something.
So you eat
What
it and you
is
get
going
real
on here?
dehydrated.
You'd get dead.
You get dead.
Like back in the old days, they couldn't just kill people with guns and stuff. They had to give them little poisons and whatnot. Commonly known as belladonna or deadly nightshade is a poisonous perennial.
I do remember belladonna from something. Maybe like Secret Garden or something.
So it's in the family, which includes tomatoes, potatoes, eggplant. So, I mean, if you're talking about like, what's that called? What's it called when you have like an ape and then they become human? Evolution. So if I'm thinking like
that's
evolution,
not real.
if I'm just thinking evolution, hypothetically, let's say for your case, hypothetically, and you got deadly nightshade that's deadly, and then you're coming down to peppers, potatoes, tomatoes.
So it's going to have some properties
That
that are
are-
going to aggravate.
An intern.
They're going to aggravate an intern. If you're trying to sleep with an intern, you can't because you got nightshade going on.
And if you want to be swole, if you're trying to get swole, eat some of those.
Mm-hmm.
But for a gal like me who can lose 5 to 6 pounds in one day from being swole and then gain 5 to 6 pounds.
Here's what I got a question about. Can you hear me on here, Randy? You can?
We are firing Randall.
Here's the Nope. No dice.
Well, you better fire them.
You better fire that.
Who looked at it?
I don't hear. I mean, you hear
It
it
sounds-
going, blah, 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 blah.
It's sparkly. What's it called? Staticky.
What is it?
I don't know. I have no idea. I had somebody
Hello?
come look at it.
And they were like, everything's fine on our end.
Is it the microphone or the wire?
The microphone's brand new.
Randy's got his classic outfit on today. Black shirt, black pants, black shoes.
Randy.
Randy's so goth. Randy's going to get mad at us and spank our booties. I got to just keep talking because Tina over there, well, actually, Tina don't need a microphone. She can really project her voice. Oh, yeah. Stick it in there, Daddy.
Dude. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Must be something with that wire. Must have some kind of bacterial vaginosis going on in there.
Who did you have come look at it?
A an audio engineer. He was like, dude, I don't know. I'm perplexed. I've never seen anything like it.
Oh man. Well, was he in awe of the Slop City studio?
Actually, yeah.
Here's what I'll
It's
say
like, I got a
about
cool setup, dude, except for that.
Except for what? The microphone?
The noise problem, yeah.
Wow. Well, now it's working. Sounds great to me. So what I did back there was smell my armpits because it is, whew. We're talking a nice combo of some yellow onions that have just began the stage of caramelizing, plus a red onion that's been in the fridge for about 2 days. So it's a nice combo of aromatic nightshade.
I wish that I could get a potpourri that is that scent and just sprinkle it in my underwear drawer.
I mean, I've just always wanted to smell more like pussy. What can I say?
Oh God, what were we even talking about?
We were talking about nightshade. Here's what I'm trying to understand. How the fuck are you going to tell me that there's eggplants, tomatoes, and potatoes all together? Potatoes and tomatoes ain't nothing alike.
But they're in the same fam.
How? Why? Because they're both plump, robust creatures.
Ask your Lord that when he created them. Are you going to have to hold that the whole time?
I don't know, maybe.
For real? Whoa. Is it okay? I think it's okay.
All right.
I'm going to just sit tight, let my booty hole be nice and tight. Here's the deal. Bobby said that Rafe's a surprise guy. Surprise. He loves anal. It's crazy. Just kidding. I'm scared of anal. I'm not doing any of that. Well, here's what I have to say. The nightshade, it's very surprising. I didn't know. I knew that tomatoes were acidic, but I guess I don't understand. I've never thought of potatoes as to be acidic because it's just because they're starchy that they cause extra inflammation.
I don't even know that it's acidic. It's something in it that causes inflammation.
I am going to start going to places and asking if an item on their menu has nightshade in it. When I go to the deli to get some salami, I'm going to be like, does this have nightshade in it? When I go out to a frozen yogurt place, I'm going to be like, you guys don't have any nightshade in
I'm
here.
allergic to nightshade.
And then
I'm
one day,
nightshade free. Okay.
one day I'm going to run into a gardener that works at Froyo as a part-time job, and she's going to be like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about, cunt?
Do you know what nightshade is? And I'm going to be like, yeah. And then I'm going to punch her square in her forehead.
Do that after you get your ice cream, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. It says that they can be problematic for people with autoimmune diseases.
Do you have that?
Well, I think that they don't know if lipedema is auto. They don't know much about it yet. So let's just go with the theory that it is.
Okay.
Because it has lectin, saponin, and
Hannibal Lecter?
capsaicin content.
Okay, I know what every single one of those things are. Yep, I know what they all are.
So that's why. So I'm trying to
Trying to stay away from the nightshade.
I'm trying to stay away
family.
from them. So with that, I'll eat more things like Taco Bell because there's not a lot of nightshades, especially when you just get a crunchy taco.
Did you confirm that with the Taco Bell expert in the drive-thru that lets you know that the credit card machine is down because they just don't want to run any credit cards?
Does that happen?
Yeah, the one by my house all the time. They said
But they'll take dirty cash?
Cash only.
Ugh.
Here's what I think. I think they're pocketing that cash.
Good. They should. They don't make enough money. Let them pocket it
100%.
all. Let them pocket it all fucking day
I
long.
don't give a fuck. If you're giving me my food, take it. I'm paying somebody. Might as well pay fucking this dude instead of fucking
It's like
Taco Bell Inc.
It's like, you need to give us exact change because we can't get the register open.
Do you know what I love about Taco Bell? Their guacamole is the most pathetic thing in the world.
They have
but I love it.
guacamole?
Oh, yeah. It's dog shit,
Oh.
but I eat it.
Is it in the Nightshade family?
Yeah. There's tomatoes that were alive 10 years ago in it.
I will tell you this. Check this out. My neighbor, I was vacuuming the floor the other day because I like to vacuum.
That's how I do my house. I don't sweep. Sweeping's for pussies.
And I hear nothing for quite a long time. And then I hear a large knocking on my door, which is weird because no one ever comes to my door. And it's my neighbor over here, Rick.
Go lay down. He told you that.
Not that guy. He's older gentleman with about as many teeth as I have. So not as many teeth. And he goes,
Give me a estimate.
I'd say 12.
Okay.
And he said to me, hey, that's not how he talks. Do you eat tomatoes and corn? And I go, what? Do you eat tomatoes and corn? I go, yeah. And he holds up a bag he goes, those are homegrown, and like gives it to me and then turned around and walked off.
He didn't say enjoy, have a good day, stay safe or anything. He just said, these are homegrown.
I'm like, thanks, Rick.
And he got out of there. And he goes, send me a picture of your shit later so I can see the full corns in your shit.
Well, the fucking tomatoes were delicious.
Yeah, man.
I ate so many BLTs that's here with those tomatoes.
Rafe and I have been on a tomato kick lately. I buy big and small tomatoes because I like the little cherry ones. I like to cut them into forks and have them in my nice little salads. And then the big old beefsteak tomatoes, you know?
I can't eat. It's like after you eat a homegrown one, you can't even eat those store-bought ones. They just don't taste good.
No, they're pathetic.
They're pathetic.
They are. You ever see a tomato that's like so white, it's not even red anymore? And you just want to go.
You're like, why am I eating
You
this?
want to call up the place that claims to have grown these and packaged them and been like, you're a fucking terrorist. Because I just ate a tomato that was so hard that I chipped my tooth.
I wonder if you can grow tomatoes in the winter.
You can. So you can grow tomatoes. There's these green things. Hold on. Let me show you. For real, you can grow legit tomatoes in your fucking house. It's $200 for the setup.
Holy shit.
And also, we got some UFO stuff to talk about here in a minute.
UFO. I don't know why I'm even bothering with it because I ain't supposed to be eating them.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right.
I ain't trying to get swole.
Rafe just texted me and said, where are you?
Say, mind your fucking business. You ain't the boss of me. And then break off with him.
Break off. Yeah, we broke off.
That's what my stepson used to say.
Oh, my God.
They broke off.
That is so funny and old school.
In addition to, I'm going to go to my room and get crying.
Get crying?
He was like 4 or 5.
What is that? I'm going to get to crying.
I'm going to get crying.
I just like...
It's so cute, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's adorable. Oh, man. Yeah, we broke it off. We broke off.
You and my dad are going to get broke off.
Yep, very similar to a chocolate bar when you two separate people eat it and comes out their own assholes.
Wait, that got the Rona. Got the Rona. I got the Corona. We all tested negative. Did you get your test results back?
No.
What the fuck?
I guess she felt like she didn't need to because we did.
How How did you not get yours back?
Don't know.
We all had to test because there was some possible exposure. And me and Randy are clean as fuck. And Tina is maybe not. We don't know.
It is undetermined as of now. Yeah, they haven't told me.
Did you sign up for the thing you're supposed to do for 24 hours?
I signed up for my chart. Okay.
Mine came in my Quest thing faster than it did in the other one. I'm like, dang, Quest has got their eyes on me. I got my eye on you. Tomatoes are a warm season crop that dies back when cold temperatures threaten. Is that what that says? Threaten? What are you doing over there on your telephone?
I'm going to my chart. Trying to see what's going on.
You got yours on Tuesday. You should have definitely have had it by now. We got ours in 2 days.
Negative. I did get it. They just didn't email me about it.
Oh my God, Tina.
Not detected.
We are good.
I was over here sweating bullets.
Were you?
Kinda. I was like, oh.
I totally just forgot about it.
Man, I could have just come up in here.
You're all out in the public doing public style things.
Rafe was like, oh, I thought you guys were waiting on COVID tests. I go, they're negative. I told you that. And I go, well, Libby and Randy's were. And then I said mine, and I said mine was negative too, brother.
Was he asking as we were literally talking about it at the same time?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Group mind.
Wow,
Maybe Rafe should do the podcast when you're out of town.
Maybe Rafe should mind his own fucking business and stop asking people where they're at. No, because everybody's going to like it better and they'll fire me.
Nobody's firing you. Because you're firing on all cylinders, okay?
I'm going to California where just so happens COVID is off the charts.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Just wear a mask. Don't suck anybody in the bathroom.
Oh. Why not? I'm going to go get crying now.
How much was the flight to...
Oh, ridiculous. It was like...
Oh, it was expensive?
Oh, yeah, because I booked it for... What's today? Saturday? Booked it like Thursday.
How much is it?
It was almost $600.
Wow.
But I had some credits.
From all the fucking times we've had to cancel our flights?
So, it was... I probably only had to pay like $200.
Did you buy a flight for October yet? I haven't, because I don't even think we're going to go.
No.
I'm going to wait.
I'm going to wait, too.
August, minimum.
Oh.
I'm going to get crying if the show gets canceled again.
Get crying.
Fleetwood Mac guitarist Peter Green died peacefully in his sleep.
How do they know it was peaceful if he was sleeping?
That's what I'm saying.
He could have been having a really bad dream.
Well, they always say, oh, he died peacefully. I'm like, how do you know? Because I can promise you found shit or piss in the bed. And that is not peaceful. And how I know there's shit or piss, does everybody shits and pisses when they die, right? Google it up, Randy. I think it's just you just excrete everything that's in you.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's fucking rough. But I mean, sure, I guess it's peaceful.
Evacuate.
I think that's what they call it.
Do you evacuate?
I thought I heard somebody say that once. I don't know if it was on
man,
TV
it's
or
just
whatnot.
hilarious. Okay, will you read it, Libby?
After someone has died, changes will happen to the body.
Your boobs get bigger.
These changes may be upsetting for people who aren't expecting them, but be reassured that they are entirely normal. The body may release stool from the rectum, urine from the bladder, or saliva from the mouth. This happens as the body's muscles relax. That's the ultimate relaxation.
Yeah.
Right there.
You want a vacation? You think you're relaxing when you're sitting on a beach sipping pina coladas, letting your skin roast, holding in a piece of poop because you don't want to run back up to your hotel room and you don't want to shit in the ocean? You think that's relaxing? Hell no. You want to know what relaxing is?
Death.
It's fucking dying.
You think laying up there on that massage table is the most relaxed you'll ever be? Die on that massage table, bitch. That's the most relaxed you'll ever be.
Oh, you're really tense. Maybe if you just died, everything would be better.
Maybe if you just passed away. I'm going to need you to get on your back and then place your hands over your chest like so, and then pass away.
So that you're coffin ready immediately.
Coffin ready.
Oh, my God. See what I'm saying, though? Oh, I passed peacefully. Well, guess what? What if he had some nice-ass sateen Egyptian cotton sheets on his bed, and those sheets ain't living peacefully? They got stains on them that'll never come out.
What if he had a waterproof mattress cover on?
Well, that's great, but those sheets are still destroyed.
Just throw them in the washer.
Well, I mean, and here's the deal. What if he's dying and everything relaxes and he sees his last moments? They weren't peaceful. Well, you know what? Let's go back. Let's say they were peaceful.
Okay.
Let's say his eyes are closed. He just sees, the biggest orgy he's ever seen in his life in his sleep. And he relaxes. He evacuates properly. And everything's evacuated. But as his body is relaxing, you're like, oh, good. The sheets are like, we're in the clear. He's just staying solid. But then, as his muscles relax, he rolls over a couple of times and really smears that shit into those sheets.
Like the shit stain in Bobby's bathtub?
The shit stain in Bobby's bathtub.
He said a black stain. What kind of shit? Is his family eating activated charcoal?
Magic erasers just weren't around.
I had black poop when I had eaten some activated charcoal. I wouldn't say I was eating it. It was placed into my body via tube.
What? Were you part of Chernobyl?
Well, I was part of something called the suicide attempt.
And they gave you the charcoal tablets,
Yes.
and you were like,
No, they put a tube in me, which I kept waking up during. I was like, ugh, and then would fall asleep again.
How old were you? The silence is deafening.
I'm trying to think. It was over 10 years ago.
All I can see.
Early 30s.
Is black shit. Early 30s.
Yeah.
All I can see is black turds.
Trigger warning. Suicide talk.
Well, it was quick, but all I got to say is dark stools. Ooh, I got to tell you all about my fucked up dream I had at some point.
Oh.
That shit's wild.
Baby. Why is my poop black? 7 causes of black or tarry stool. I can tell you one reason. Blood.
Oh, yeah.
Blood'll make your stool black. Ah!
Why is your poop black and tarry? Well, I ate some asphalt.
I ate some black licorice, a whole packet of it.
Oh, yeah. Medicines with bismuth do that, right? Pepto-Bismol makes your poop black.
Pepto-Bismuth.
You know what? I think I'm just going to drink a bottle of Pepto-Bismol just to see how black my shit can get.
Bleeding ulcer. Burping. See blood in your poop or vomit.
I call up a doctor. I'm like, my poop is super black. Does that mean I'm a witch?
Does that mean I'm totally goth? I'm so goth my shit is black.
I went into a Hot Topic and had diarrhea everywhere. But it was black. Does that mean I'm goth?
Did you go on Hot Topic yesterday when you were at the mall?
No, but I did look at it and think, man, I can't believe that place is still around.
They got some nice T-shirts in there.
I just can't believe that malls are really still around. The whole vibe of them is just bizarre.
It's like time traveling.
It really is, which is crazy because it's like we talked about yesterday. I'm like, everybody has to try clothing on, I guess. But it's like, why wouldn't you just want to do that in comfort of your own home?
And now you can't even try stuff on.
No, a lot of them fitting rooms are closed.
Fitting room. I don't know why that was so funny. Fitting room.
A lot of
Fitting room.
A lot of them fitting rooms are closed.
Like, why is it called a fitting room?
Yeah, and then they got the weird lights over there, and it's like fitting rooms. I went into the Macy's yesterday in the West County Center, and you know what? West County claims to be the cleanest, nicest part of St. Louis, but I went into that Macy's, and it looked like somebody took a shit in every toilet as a practical joke. Every toilet. We're talking, it wasn't on the level of the furniture store that I went
Did
to.
you visit all the toilets in Macy's?
Walked into every single one, put my nose right up to the water and gave a... No, but they were all fucking gross. And then this is the embarrassing part, to be honest. This woman came out of the bathroom and she goes, you better fucking squat because that shit's nasty. Okay? It's fucking nasty in there. And I was like, oh, totally. But I had to shit, so I'm not squatting and taking a shit. So I was like, I'm squatting, and I was like talking to these people I don't know.
And they're like, good.
Yeah, and I sat on that toilet.
You got to sit.
Can you imagine squatting and taking a shit?
I mean, that's how they used to do it.
What?
A gal my size ain't squatting nowheres. I mean, I've been doing squats, but I don't know if I'm prepared to do a extended squat where I'm waiting for some turds to come out.
Yeah, I'm not doing a fucking wall sit, okay? You know the only way that I would be able to squat while taking a shit is if I didn't sit on the toilet that way. I sat perpendicular to the toilet, put my back up against the disabled rod and held on behind me. Both rods active, and that's the only way I'd be able to squat. And I mean, the level of diarrhea that I had yesterday too, I looked down, it was almost black. It was dark brown. And then I let I waved my hand in front of the nice flusher, the automatic flusher.
Because it doesn't flush when you're just sitting there shitting.
Never. I'm like, well, you know what they need is they need a sensor inside of the toilet. So
when they see a big load,
right when that dookie drops, it flushes. Right when it drops, it's flushing. You know what somebody needs to make that.
It should be nonstop flushing when there's turds evacuating.
I mean, when anything's going, that's how you save embarrassment. You know what I mean?
They're like, oh, well, we got to save water. No, you're saving all the people in the restroom with you.
Well, and like the thing is, I'm not embarrassed that I'm pooping. Everybody poops. I'm embarrassed of the smell.
Yeah.
I don't want, and these people that were out there in the restroom, the Macy's restroom, we're all talking smack about it.
Oh, they were in there while you were shitting?
I mean, yeah, there was a lot of people, and I had to, and I just kept rubbing my hand over the thing, and I kept pressing the thing that's not a button. I like the public restrooms that have the sensor, but they also have the button. So that you can activate a flush right when you need it.
That's what I do.
Right when you've got every piece of diarrhea.
Was it loud?
My shit?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I was putting my hand in front of there.
How can you not know?
Because somebody's toilet flushed while I was... Thank God,
evacuating.
While I was evacuating.
You have to flush it yourself when you have a big burst.
Oh, yeah. Hit him with that.
Hit him with that flushy.
Hit him with that 1-2 flush.
And they're like, was that shit exploding or just flushing?
They're like,
oh, no.
Wow, she's being responsible. She flushed 6 times during one bathroom visit. That's amazing.
Are you okay in there, ma'am?
and I'll just get up, wipe again. I wiped 6 times yesterday while I was in that toilet. And not to fool them, because the diarrhea was that bad. I had some very hot mango pineapple salsa. Mango habanero pineapple salsa.
What is that picture down there with the stick figures?
Randy, you ever done cocaine off the back of a toilet?
Not all. Well, yeah, I have actually.
I've done it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Oxycontin, all the drugs.
Really?
Oh yeah, brother. When you're in a place and you gotta snort, you gotta get high, you go in the bathroom. You don't care.
And then
here's the thing. I didn't care about doing drugs in a bathroom, but I'm gonna hide my shit if it's coming out. And I've always been like that. Even when I was doing drugs, I'm fucking snorting it up in there, doing heroin, doing whatever malarkey I'm up to in the bathroom.
Malarkey.
And
now,
then,
do you put that little purse thing down and do the drug on there?
Oh, no, just straight off the back of the toilet seat. Now, if it's one of those kinds, you know what I'm talking, industrial toilet like that, I mean, hopefully I had a nice little mirror so that I could open it up and just do it right off of that.
Wow, that is...
Or you do it off the sink if you're in a single one. It's got an industrial flusher.
Can't you just put it in your hand and...
No, because, I mean, if you got Oxycontin, you got to put it in your mouth. You got to suck off the time release. Then you got to take a hose clamp and you got to shave it off onto there. And then you shave off, 10 milligrams or whatever off the 80.
Clamp?
Yeah.
What?
Do you know what a hose clamp is? You cut off a little piece of the hose clamp.
Oh, my God.
Oh, fuck.
If you don't stop fucking with my camera, you're doing it on purpose.
See what I'm saying? That hose clamp. So look, you cut off a piece of that hose clamp and you flatten it out straight. And then you take the pill and you rub it on there and it scrapes it off.
How does someone learn that?
I don't know, doing drugs, brother.
You become very resourceful when you want to get high, man.
Yeah, you do. And I just want everybody to know that I am not wearing this Dare shirt ironically, okay? I'm really not. I don't want people to do drugs. It's not good. But this is a nice muscle top that really accentuates my muscles, so I have to wear it. And I'm also wearing some Plato's Closet Adidas shorts that have the underwear inside of them. And it was time to buy new shorts. I'm getting to the point where all my little exercise shorts, my pussy's just eating the shorts. And it's getting to the point that I can't go anywhere without people looking at my camel toe. So I said, I need to buck up, be an adult, and buy some new shorts.
Put some toilet paper down there so it doesn't...
So people look at my bulge.
So you don't have that distinct line. You just have a distinct... You don't even know it.
You talking about the super tight shorts?
I'm saying if you have a camel toe, just put a piece of toilet paper down there so it doesn't go up in the, I'm just going to say it, lip area.
Who taught you that?
I just invented it.
Wow.
I was trying to think of, because they have those camel toe preventers that's just like a cup for women.
I want people to know I have a camel toe.
But if you, okay, that's fine then. I thought you said people were looking at it and didn't want them to.
I don't mind having the camel toe. I mind that my shorts are a little too small. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's all. Now, if I have shorts on that fit me and I still got a camel toe, I'm open for business.
Why don't you just cut your camel toe off? Or sew them together. It makes one complete.
It's called genital mutilation.
Oh.
What you just said,
okay.
My friend. How to never, ever get caught with a camel toe. Why do we call it that?
Why are they shaming a camel toe?
I don't understand.
Why are people always shaming people's
You know
bodies?
how many fucking fuckstick guys I've seen in their fucking pants or two? They got that moose knuckle or they got fucking their flies open. You know, one time I told the guy his flies open in the Walgreens and he looked at me like I was the biggest cunt ever. And Rafe was like, Tina, shut the fuck up. Why'd you tell him? And I'm like, because his fucking fly was open. And he's like, man, that guy hated you. And we were laughing so fucking hard.
Why would...
The guy looked at me like, oh, yeah? And I'm like, well, look down, pussy.
He probably waited till he got away and then was like, I'm going to zip it up now.
Yeah, and he acted like I was a bad person. I'm like, I'm not the fucking clown walking around with my dingus hanging out and my fucking Hanes Fruit of the Loom underwear slipping out, you fucking weenie.
We see your little weenie, sir.
I just looked and saw your little weenie. So you better zip that up because you look like a dummy.
It popped out like a little cocktail hamburger.
Popped out like a
What are those things?
popped out like a little cocktail onion. Look down and there was a little cocktail onion. And that, my friend, is the head of your penis and the cum coming out.
Cocktail onion.
Randy's Googling cocktail wieners.
My sister always says that a hemorrhoid feels like a cocktail. A cocktail onion.
Oh, my God.
Do they grow
Hemorrhoids?
cocktail onions? They grow onions, but then as soon as they get bigger than the end of your finger, they just take them out of the ground? Oh, God, they look like maggot eggs.
I know. I literally want to puke right now. I'm like looking at them and getting sick. Although, I'm going to be honest, there's been a couple times I've had a Bloody Mary and I'm like, nom, 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 give me those cocktail onions. And then I take one, I hold it up, and my waiter comes up. He's like, would you like another beverage? So I'm like, yeah, give me 1 second. And then I take the cocktail onion, I put it down by his pee-pee, and I'm like, zip your pants up, bitch.
And he's like, pardon me?
And he's like, excuse me, I'm wearing a full-size apron that covers down to my feet.
And it's made of actual leather.
And this is a leather. He's like, pulls out a huge knife.
Oh, God, Randy, get those maggot eggs out of there.
Yeah, dude, those do look like
They
fucking maggot eggs.
Disgusting. Oh.
Cocktail weenies. Easy cocktail weenies.
Oh,
Boy,
God,
I'll tell you,
look
those are
good.
fucking easy as shit to make.
You just put some grape jelly, barbecue sauce.
Grape jelly? Is that what you're supposed to put in them?
Yeah.
Holy fuck. I did not know that.
Yeah. Little
And
Smokies.
I think I'm some kind of cook.
Little Smokies.
Bob Ayers was like, Tina, I got by your tiny kitchen. I'm like, no, you didn't. I'm going to do it. I just got a lot of shit going on.
And you need to get a phone that has sound right on it.
That's true. I do need to get a new phone.
What the hell?
Yeah, I need to get a new phone. Grape jelly, little BBQ Smokies. Wow.
Obviously, you ain't never hosted a party here in St. Louis because that's a big St. Louis. That's a big St. Louis recipe.
Oh my God, what other things are big St. Louis? Obviously, you ain't never hosted a party.
Muscatoli. That's a classic.
Boy,
If you're going to get married in St. Louis, you got to have the muscatoli.
that has got to be the trashiest thing that you could have at a wedding. If I go to this wedding tonight and there's muscatoli, I'm going to get mad. Why?
Pork steak.
Because it's an outdoor wedding and I don't want to be hot. And I'm already going to be hot. But there ain't nothing like room temperature muscatoli at a funeral or a wedding. You know, when it's been sitting there for a
I
while.
can eat some right now.
Yeah, it is fucking good. It's fucking trashy, but it's fucking good. Oh, and those big silver platters. And that somebody just pulls one out of the oven and the sauce is dried because it's been warming in the oven for a long time. They're like, let's pull it out of the warmer. It's like, no.
Then they put it over those little, what are they called?
Those
Stenos?
the little propane heaters.
Oh,
It's a
man.
nice little tray, buffet style.
The first bite though is going to have all that cheese on the top. Though. So
Absolutely.
you want to get up the buffet when they bring it out. Then they're going to have the classic Italian salad. They're going to have
Iceberg
the
lettuce,
classic Italian
little
bread.
roasted red peppers in there that they got out of a can, cheese, black olives, the deal. Lots of Parmesan.
Lots of styrofoam plates.
So everything's styrofoam.
It's gonna
If you
break.
Yeah, you got to double up. That's what you need to know. If you're showing up to a funeral or a wedding and they got styrofoam plates or paper plates and you don't know to grab a few extra, then you're definitely not from the Midwest or poor. Because you got to get minimum 2 styrofoam plates. If you're packing your plate to the brim like I do, and I pack that bitch to the brim, some people don't like to mix their food. I'll mix it all.
What about when they have the dividers on there? Like a little section.
I don't like that. don't tell me what portions I'm going to eat. How do you know that I want my salad to be 1/4 a cup? I want my salad to be.
Salad's on a different plate, baby.
I want the
you
salad.
You got to take a loved one up there with you. Be like, all right, you carry my salad and my dessert, and I'll get my main plate. and then I'll go up there with you.
You got to take a loved one up there. Some guy you just met at the wedding because you came there alone and he's sitting there next to you and you guys are both jiving. You say, listen up. What's your name? Kevin? That's great. I'm going to need a loved one up there with me. So I'm going to need you to come up with me, hold my plate, and then I'll do you the solid when we go back. How's that?
Then they got the classic big orange thermoses. One has tea, one has lemonade.
Yeah, if you want
it's handwritten on a piece of paper.
If you want to drink at one of these functions, you're bringing your own flask because they ain't got the money for any kind of bar. If you want to drink, you bring your own flask or you go out with the old men afterwards to the local VFW hall.
And then you have to have a loved one again help you with the drink because they give you those styrofoam cups that are about 3 ounces.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get at least 3 or 4 of those because you don't want to be coming back and forth when you're trying to enjoy your muscatoli.
And let's be clear, all of this is taking place in a local church gymnasium. All of it.
With the worst fluorescent lights.
Truly the worst. You are smiling at the bride and groom next to a basketball court indoors. Y'all are taking pictures next to those mats that are against the wall. They set up a station, Debbie and John, and they've got the spelled out in the little streamers, the little picture station next to those mats where children have put their saliva and their little cocktail onion penises on when they're running around playing basketball in that gymnasium. That's where you're taking pictures.
And then promptly at 7:00, and this ain't traditional, but they're going to do a cakewalk. And all the ladies from the church have baked up either a cake or pie.
Mm-hmm.
And you will stand on a number. When the music starts, you will begin to walk around the circle of cakewalks. And when it stops, if you happen to land on a number, guess what? You got yourself a cake to take home.
And again, this is a wedding or a funeral. Either goes the exact same way. All right? Man, I forgot all about cakewalks. I remember doing one when I was younger, and I was like, I got a gooey butter cake or some shit. Oh, it was fucking awesome.
I'm very concerned at some of the pictures that are coming up on that Google search for cakewalk, though.
I am thinking that we should be hosting a cakewalk party sometime in the near future.
Who's going to make all the fucking cakes, though?
We're going to have we're going to get in the Guinness Book of World Records for largest wedding/funeral/cakewalk combo.
So when you land on the number, if you're lucky enough to land on a lucky number, then you get to walk up to the table that's sitting out in the heat and pick your choice of cake. You want Aunt Shirley's sugar-free apple pie because your husband's diabetic? Get it. You
grab that, and she'll have a nice little Splenda packet just taped onto the outside of the plastic wrap to let you know it's sugar-free.
You want Aunt Margie's
blueberry cobbler?
Famous sponge cake? Because everybody loves a good sponge cake.
You want
angel food cake.
That's what I was just getting ready to say. You want yourself a nice pineapple upside down cake. It's on a sponge cake, and it's got the sad-ass little pieces of fake-ass Cisco fruit cocktail motherfucker looking ass all on the top with a shitty... Oh, my God. Look at that piece of shit upside down cake. That is the nastiest shit I've ever seen in my life. But when you're a kid... You ain't got no choice.
You're like, I'll just take those pineapples off and eat the cake part.
Could you imagine being a person that brings that to a party and not doing so ironically?
Some people really love those.
Bringing that nasty ass piece of shit. If you brought that to my house for a potluck, I would ask you to kindly get the fuck out of my house.
Get your
You
Tupperware and get out of here.
You don't deserve to watch my cable TV. You don't deserve.
Wow. Look at that.
You don't deserve to make yourself your own cocktail at my open bar. You take that and you give it to a homeless person.
Even a homeless person don't want that. They want a good cake.
I did that one time. I was like, we had all this fucking leftover shit in our house, like all these drinks I bought from Costco, and I didn't like them. And I told Rafe, I'm like, well, I gave this homeless man off Kings Highway. I was like, I gave him a grab bag. It had like $10 in it, some snacks, and those knockoff vitamin waters from Costco. He goes, man, you fucking did that to somebody? He's like, you're a piece of shit. Those tasted fucking awful. I bet you he's going to fucking throw them away. And I was like, I was just trying to get rid of him. He's like, you're a bad fucking person. But I'm telling you, you bring me one of them upside down cakes to my home, no. I want buttercream frosting. My days of bad cakes are over. I'm not taking bites out of cakes I don't want to anymore. You know how many shitty cakes I've had in my life?
I've had a lot.
A lot. And I'm done with it. I'm to the point now that, yeah, I'll pay $8 for one cupcake if it's going to bring me joy.
Well, I think when we do the Slop City Cakewalk, people should only be allowed to bring shitty cakes. Pineapple upside down cake, angel food cake, Aunt Shirley sugar-free whatever.
Person that brings the shittiest cake actually gets gangbanged, and it's a fun time. It's not going to be, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, we're all going to be exploring each other's bodies.
Like a large orgy.
It's going to be very large, and the cakewalk numbers are actually going to be similar to Twister. So you put one leg there, you put one there, and we're gonna push in.
Oh, wow.
Man, I'm really excited
Look at
for
that
this.
cake with that sexy man on it. It looks like
there was a cake that literally said, "Guess who's gay?"
that's
Did you
Tom
see that?
Selleck.
It is. You see the one that says, "Guess who's gay?"
That's a great coming
That's how
out
you
cake.
come out. Yeah.
Ew, look at that one with the baby coming out of vagina.
Yeah, those have always kind of scared me. I know they are very funny, and if I was ever pregnant, I would want somebody to get me one of those cakes, but I would still be a bit scared.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Well-
the baby coming out of the vagina is hardcore.
Those will be Mickey Mouse. Those will be accepted at the Slop City Cakewalk.
The Slop City Cakewalk is open to whatever kind of cake you want to make. But here's the deal, everybody. You got to come and you got to be ready. You got to be, drink your vitamins, drink your water, because we're going to be walking for a while.
Oh, my God. I like the cakewalk where it's one round.
Oh,
then you
yeah?
go sit down, keep eating from your buffet thing, and then get up, get one more ticket. Mom, I'm going up to do the cakewalk again. I'm hoping.
Can I have $3? You end up paying $8 for one fucking cake.
one stupid cake.
Unbelievable. Well, listen, I got to take me a big shit. All this talk about cakewalk has just got me going.
Oh, dear.
So yeah, those are horrifying. I'm going to get off here. Libby's going to close us out because I'm about to have some black stool come out of me. I think I'm about to really relax. Love y'all.
Evacuate.
I'm about to evacuate. And this, it's an emergency when I'm signing off early. So I love y'all. Close her up.
I'm going to close her down.
Fuck.
I want to see if I can hear a shit come out. Well, that'll be it for us today. We appreciate Randy's. We're listening. She said, don't listen. We appreciate Randy's diligence in getting the microphone to work. I think it's because Tina talks too loud and it breaks it.
No, dude, honestly, I had somebody come over and look at it. He's like, I've never seen anything like this, dude. Ever. I don't know.
Did it do it while he was here?
Yeah, because I was like, dude, you got to come over. Because I try to explain it. You got to come over and see it, dude. It's going to sit and work for about 15 minutes, and then it's going to just go and shut off. And
Yeah,
so
it's
he came
always the
over,
15-minute mark.
And he was like, dude, I've never seen anything fucking like it, dude. I don't know, man.
It's like
And he
clockwork.
does that for work. That's his job.
Well, Shout out to that guy for not fixing the problem.
Thanks, Brian. Good
Thanks,
dude,
Brian.
Yep.
So I don't know what the next week's episode is going to be because I'm not going to be here. You're not getting fired, Randy. If anybody should be fired, it should be us for sexually harassing you.
Well, define harassment.
Unwarranted sexual advances. I'm sorry, unwanted sexual advances.
They're definitely unwarranted,
Are we
but
done?
I wouldn't say
I'm
they're
sorry.
unwanted.
How are you back already?
What do you mean?
Randy,
What?
she's already back.
I
Well,
know, right?
I wash my hands too. Damn.
I wasn't even done wrapping up yet. So that'll do her.
That'll do her, everybody. We love y'all.
And cut. Long rip. Yeah.
Yeah.